The four-door Dodge Charger Daytona makes its first public debut. We've seen tons of pictures of it, but publicly we haven't seen it. It's bringing this nice blue color, which has a super crazy name that I don't even know how to say it. I'm not that dialect yet with that name. It's pretty wild, the color. But anyways, we have the four-door blue Charger here, which is the successor to the Charger. The two doors, the successor to the Challenger. You know, sales for these, or the customer deliveries for these vehicle were set for the first quarter of 2025. Now they've been delayed till May of 2025 for the second quarter of the year, and that's when they're going to start going out. Look, we have this first picture here. I think this blue is really nice. What is the name of this blue? I believe it's called like blue Christians or blue de Christians or something like that. It's blue de Christians. I'll put the name somewhere here. If you guys know how to say it, please leave it in the comments. Like, it's a weird name for me. But anyways, it looks very nice. It is the successor to the Charger, and then the two doors are successor to the Challenger. Now, we're not going to get the V8 on it. They've said that the V8 will go into production, meaning the Hemi V8 will go back into production in August. It was pretty quick after Carlos Tavares resigned and Tim Kuniski came into the picture, which is the godfather of the Hellcat. He put it back into production super quick. Now, and remember, the Hemi never left the Durango, but we're not going to get it in this vehicle just yet. You know, I almost feel like I'm covering Dodge 24/7 nowadays, but there's a lot of news coming out for them. So let's get into this article right now. And this is the four-door that we see here, and it says Dodge showed the four-door Charger along with the coupe at the Spring Fest of 2025. Production of the new model set to begin in May of 2024. In May for the 2026 model. Stellantis will produce both electric and six-cylinder version of the new Charger. We all know that six-cylinder twin turbo makes great power. It's a great engine. A few crate motors have been given to different YouTubers, and they have used the vehicle to go down the track. They build it. They make a lot of boost. It's a great engine too, but we want to see the Hemi in it. So it says Charger. It says Dodge gave members, and this, by the way, this is a Car Scoop article. It says Dodge gave members of the public their first opportunity to see the four-door Charger Daytona last week at Spring Fest 2025 in Southern California. The automaker has released several images of the car in the past, but it is our first time seeing it up close and painting it in a special shade of blue known as blue de Christians or blue Christians. I don't really know how to say that. So while the two-door Charger could be best viewed as a replacement to the Challenger, the four-door is the direct successor to the Charger. Now, it will not be sold with the V8, but it will but for now, we will have to do with the electric powertrain. And for those yearning for an ICE, a twin-turbo inline six, it's here. Look, I think this twin-turbo one, it's going to be a beast. When they start building it, when they start tuning it, when they start doing all sorts of things, upgrading turbo, all-wheel drive, I think this is going to be a beast of a vehicle. You know, a lot of people in the old interweb are actually calling it the new era of the Grand National. Remember when the Grand National came out, the turbo six-cylinder that was mopping everything and anything on site? I think this could be the new era of the Grand National. I think the people in the old interweb are completely right about this. Look, so we have this picture here from the Spring Fest Festival LX Instagram, and it looks really cool. I really like this blue. I'm honestly a big fan of this blue. I love the four-door fact about it. If I had money to splurge and I had to choose one, I would definitely choose the four-door ICE engine, to be honest, the inline six twin turbo. So Customer deliveries for the four-door Charger were initially scheduled to start in the first quarter of 2025, but production has been delayed until May, with the car launching for the 2026 model. In addition to showcasing this blue de Christians Charger, I guess that's how you said it, blue Christians Charger, Dodge brought along the black and red two-door model at it previous last week. Now, it has some stripes that are not, they're not on the customization part of the website. They don't include them on the stripes don't get included, but I think it, you know, in my case, in my opinion, I think it gives the car a nice little touch. We also see a picture here in an underground parking. Again, I really like this blue. This is the first time the four-door has been out to the public. And I think people are going to be excited about this vehicle, believe it or not. For the six-cylinder twin turbo, I think they are. I don't want to say I think, but I'm one of those who said that the consumer didn't want a Charger, especially with the Daytona name, the heavy Daytona name as it carries, being an ICE, being an all-electric ICE engine with a speaker in the back that kind of mimics the sound of a V8. Like, that to me is just kind of ridiculous, and that to me is like a circus. But, you know, you're bringing along this ICE engine, twin turbo inline six, is going to be a beast of a vehicle. So I mess with that. I think you did the right choice with that Dodge or Stellantis, but The Hemi is going back into production in August. We are going to be able to see it in the Mopart's new muscle car, and it's most likely going to be this one. What is, Tim Kuniskis said the Hellcat badge is not going to come back unless it has a Hemi in it, and I applaud him for that, because he is the godfather of the Hellcat. So, in fact, that the Hemi is going into production in August, I think is a great deal, and we might in the future see the Mopart's muscle car, which it could be this one with the engine inside. Now, I did hear, again, from the old interweb, that if you wanted to cramp a Hemi in there, you're gonna have to push back the firewall, and I think you have to mess around with the strut towers. It's not just an easy swap, because you would think, okay, someone's gonna buy it, someone's gonna swap it in. I believe it's not as easy as you might think. So these are the stripes here. I think these stripes look pretty cool. I think they do deserve to be on the vehicle. Again, I think the car is super nice. I think the car is really well executed. I just don't like the whole ICE part about it. But anyways, the 4-door Charger is officially here. The deliveries are going to start going out in May. As for the 2026 model, this is the first time seeing it in the public as the 4-door. And I honestly got to say that I like it. Moving apart the whole ICE part of the whole EV side, I honestly say that I like it. It could definitely use some different wheels. Anyways, if you guys are rocking with the content, I'll see you on the next one. Your boy is out of here.